Hi, I'm going to talk today about a little Iowa city, Cedar Falls. Kind of strange there. Recently, the city passed an ordinance requiring people who either own businesses or rented apartments with more than 3 units to provide a copy of their keys to city officials. This was allegedly so that the fire department would have access to their homes or offices in case of an emergency, but it wasn't just limited to firefighters. Then something happened. People began to protest. They began to believe that the government's desire to have their keys was exceeded proper limits of government. If there is an emergency, the fire department can use an axe to open their door. Well, the police can kick in their door if there's an emergency. But citizens resented the fact that they were being asked to surrender their privacy, to surrender their singular routine control over their property. And the way this is done is that each building would have a lockbox, and in the lockbox would be all the keys to the units in the building, and the police could open them at any time. Now, strangely, one of the council members said that he would have never voted for this provision if it only applied to single-family homes. Well, what's that? Does the Constitution not protect your privacy in your office or your privacy if you are a renter in a multi-unit apartment building, but protects your privacy only if you're in a single-family home? When we start slicing and dicing the Constitution beyond its facial limits, and like, well, maybe we'll do these apartments because students live in them and who cares, or maybe we'll do these offices and maybe we'll do these businesses because we don't own an office or a business, most voters won't care, I think we begin to lose the entire idea of our freedom. We have to not only be vigilant to defend ourselves, but we have to have a concern when the government exceeds its limits in dealing with our neighbors. And one of the odd parts about this ordinance that they adopted, it was part of the international fire standards. And I thought, oh, there it is again. Applying international standards inside the United States. Standards from countries where people perhaps are not as sensitive or not as defensive of their privacy or their right to be let alone by the government as we are in the United States. To just blanketly adopt these things can lead to trouble and the erosion of our freedoms.